Poor Mrs. Bennett. Losing her baby.
And now she's in danger of losing her life.
Sam.
How is Mrs. Bennett, Dr. Russell?
Well, when Sam told Grace that they'd lost the baby, she seems to have given up. Her vital signs just keep getting weaker and weaker.
You mean...
I mean that there is nothing more that medical science can do to save her. Poor Grace is dying of a broken heart.
It's not my fault.
Maybe not directly, but it's your secret that has caused all this pain. Grace and the little baby she just lost are just two more victims of your deceit.
I couldn't tell the truth. I couldn't do that to Ethan.
No, Mother. Well, you did is much worse. I'm not a Bennett or a Crane. I'm no one.
You're still my son.
Excuse me, I'm gonna make a phone call.
Did you see how cold Ethan was to his mother because she kept the truth from him? Take the hint, Theresa. Please. Tell him that you knew he wasn't a Crane before he finds out from someone else and thinks that you betrayed him.
Mama, I cannot tell Ethan that I knew about his mother's letter to Chief Bennett saying that he wasn't a Crane, that I scanned it into my computer and then I deleted it. Ethan will hate me for keeping the truth from him, even though I was only trying to protect him.
Well, that's a chance you have to take, Theresa. I think Ethan will understand that you did it out of love if you explain it to him. But if he learns from someone else that you knew the truth and kept it from him, your worst fears will come true. Now, Theresa, you have to be honest. Or be prepared to lose the man you love.
Theresa, I thought we could go back to the mansion.
Excuse me, Mama. Ethan, there's something I want to say to you before we go.
What?
Sometimes people do things out of love to protect someone dear to them from being hurt. Please, don't hate me for saying this, but...
Theresa, you're so kind-hearted. You want me to forgive my mother for not telling me I'm Sam Bennett's son.
Yes, forgiveness is important, but...
Theresa, I know. But I can't even look at my mother now. And for her to keep the truth from me, I mean, that felt like a knife through my heart. I don't know if I can ever get past such deceit.
She did it out of love, knowing what learning the truth would do to you.
Theresa, like I said, I don't know if I can ever forgive such total and complete betrayal. But what I can do is try to figure out who emailed my mother. But what I can do is try to figure out who emailed my mother's old love letter to the tabloid saying I wasn't a Crane. And I'm gonna find out all the people who knew about the letter and why they didn't tell me. And then I'll find out who made this public, and I'll make them pay.
This is the kindest woman I've ever known. And for her to lose the baby, it's just so tragic and unfair.
I'm sorry you're hurting, Pilar.
I'm hurting for Grace. After Jessica was born, she wanted to get pregnant again, but she couldn't. This baby, it was the answer to her prayers. She always wanted to give Sam a second son. Oh, Ethan, forgive me. I didn't mean it to come out that way.
Pilar, I know. I'm sorry Chief Bennett lost his unborn son. But I can't take its place. And nor do I want to. But I just want to know who sent that letter to the tabloid. Now, my mother said that the letter and other documents about my birth were at your house.
Yes, that's true.
Pilar, I don't think you sent the letter to the tabloid, but if you knew I wasn't a Crane, why didn't you tell me?
Your mother didn't want anyone to know, and I couldn't betray her secret. Ethan, oh, all I could do was love you as my own.
Blore, I know you would never deliberately hurt me.
Neither would I.
Mother said she destroyed everything.
Yes, I was with her when she did it.
Yes, but before that, I mean, was there anyone who knew that the documents were at your house? Because if they did, that's the person who did this. No one else.
What are you doing?
Oh, what are these? They have something to do with Ethan, don't they?
Could anyone have seen the documents at your house and figure out that I was Sam's son?
Well, yes. They would have had to have found them first.
Well, but to your knowledge, only someone in your family could have possibly found where they were hidden.
Yes, that's true.
Right. Why didn't I think of this sooner? Theresa.
You're accusing me of sending your mother's letter to the tabloid?
No, Theresa, I could never do that. No, I love you. I know you would never hurt or betray me. Besides, there's no secrets between us. I said Theresa because I thought you might know if Miguel or Luis saw the letter that was with my mother's papers at your house. So do you remember Miguel seeing the letter?
No.
Well, what about Luis? Did he find the letter and then email it to the tabloid?
Luis wouldn't do something mean and underhanded like that. Besides, he gave us his blessing to get married. I mean, we'll be family one day. Luis would never betray his future brother-in-law.
Okay. You know, but I know someone had access to your house while those documents were there. So if it wasn't Pilar and it wasn't Luis or Miguel, then who was it? I'm sorry, Theresa. I shouldn't be grilling you like this. If you would have found the letter, you would have brought it to me first. And I know there is no way you would have let the tabloid get their hands on it.
Never.
Whoever did this is my sworn enemy.
They're despicable.
I'm going to wait here for word on Grace. Hopefully she'll rally and not... I think perhaps you should take Theresa home and then go home yourself.
Home? Well, where's that, Mother? The Cranes? The Bennetts? And the truth is, I don't have a home. Or a life. Or a name anymore. I have nothing.
You have me, Ethan.
Yes, I know, Theresa. You're the only one I can trust anymore. You're the only one that would never betray me.
You're wrong, Ethan. You do have a home. You were raised a Crane, and nothing is going to change that. Julian doesn't want you to leave. He loves you.
Mother, it's not Julian's decision to make. It's mine. I can't go on being a Crane. Right now, I have to do the most painful thing in the world.
What do you mean?
Whatever it is, I'm coming with you.
Good. Because I need your help to get me through this.